WTF. It is Brett Sinclair again, and can you believe it? We are uncovering the real truths about cloud, and so far it's been incredible. It's not that difficult. With me is Christian Hackner. Christian, how are you doing, pal?
Not too bad. Same clothes again?
It's been a while, though.
Yes, it has.
It's been a good 3-4 minutes.
Three clicks ago.
But for every one of you, this only happens once a day. Why aren't they responding? I don't know.
I'll take the feedback later.
Take the feedback later. So today's your next point. And your next point seems to me like an obvious one. It's about how cloud saves you money.
Yes.
And in today's economy, surely we should all be looking at solutions that are going to reduce the amount of money we spend on compute, but most importantly, the amount of effort of managing space, electricity, people, servers, all that kind of stuff is an overhead on cost.
I love it. So you can have a discussion, a technology discussion with the CIO, CTO, and it usually gets quite complicated and involved, and then you have a discussion with the financial person, and you tell them, hey,
Ouch!
I'm going to save you 15, 20, 30%, and suddenly it's get it done. And yeah, that's
I mean,
often
15-20%. You say 15-20%. Is that over a 5-year period of buying cloud every time? That's equivalent to a 5-year investment in your hardware?
Absolutely. So you take all those costs away. The depreciation of assets, licensing costs. There's just so many things which are wrapped up into that. The most important is also the amount of effort and energy it takes to manage those systems.
Yeah.
So you've got storage, networks. You have to monitor it, maintain it. There's a whole, it's just complicated. It's a lot of energy, a lot of effort. And if you move those workloads into the cloud, in essence, you can reduce the amount of effort taken to look after those. Now we're specifically referring to the infrastructure as a service type scenarios.
So I'm hearing a lot of people going, okay, so that's my job at the moment, or you know what, I have a team of people there. You know, I see it as they're able to do more setting up environments and more scaling rather than stuck to manually lifting and stacking and
absolutely.
racking.
So the idea is, rather than putting out fires and worrying about a whole lot of things, rather focus on automation. Okay?
Scripting.
That's
Guys, big tip, right?
Yeah.
Learn to script. If you are racking and stacking, it's time to scripting. Does that make sense? Absolutely. I love that. So, if I have to try to kind of summarize in my head, first of all, this is not about losing jobs. And I think about it in the bank. We moved a whole lot of workloads into the cloud, and no one lost a job. In fact, what we ended up doing was firing up more and more workloads. We were able to focus on what was important about stabilizing and bringing quality to our infrastructure.
That is exactly what it's about. Rather than fighting fires, you can look at optimizing, maintaining, automating. That's where your energy and effort should be.
You talk a lot about this is the domain of a coder. Why is that?
Well, because a lot of the automation is workflow and scripting. So that is what it's about. Especially if you move from the infrastructure as a service to the PaaS and SaaS type platform. So the difference.
PaaS sounds like what my account does.
Yes, sorry, beg your pardon. So there are 3 basic cloud models. The first one is infrastructure as a service. So that in essence means a pay-as-you-go model, but it's a traditional server on a virtualized platform which you pay for as you use it. The next part about cloud is where you want to start moving these workloads. So it's basically on-site to infrastructure as a service, then you want to get your workloads to platform as a service, because that's where things really start to get interesting now. Because you've taken away all the underlying nonsense, the operating system.
And it's all managed for you.
Absolutely.
Right?
Your coders just code. That's what they do. Let them do what they do.
I'm just hearing a roar from all the software engineers out there. Coding is what rocks, right? So let's get coding.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned a bit about scaling up.
Okay.
But scaling down is equally as important.
Oh, you see, and
right?
that is exactly what.
What do we mean by scale up and scale up?
Well, you could potentially be trying out a new business idea, business model. You don't have to buy 10, 15, 20, 30 servers and host it in a data center. Wait 6 months for the equipment. Sorry, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but maybe not actually. But wait 2-3 months.
It's not
for architecture, for everyone to supply you the bits and pieces and bolt it in and bolt it all together. And then you spin up your workload. You realize that the campaign or the thing that you were trying to get off the ground is not viable, and you're sitting with infrastructure that's idle. This happens all
because you're planning for that peak, right?
time. Well, that's it. That's traditional way of planning. And you know, it's okay. This piece of equipment needs to last me for 3 years. Okay, so that means yes, I only need 5-10% of it right now. But in 3 years, then at least I know it'll still be okay. But I've spent all this money, and as we know from all the Gartner reports and all the statistics, the average use of a machine is 15-20% max.
So we're looking at 85% sitting, idle, doing nothing, chewing electricity, chewing resources, chewing network capacity. That is cost. That's your scale down, right?
And it's the same in a virtualized environment. You still need capacity in, you know, for maintenance and moving workloads over, you know, and also to scale. So, you know, you buy the equipment up front. So it's still not a very economical way of doing things. Plus all the energy of looking after the infrastructure, the data centers, all those little bits and pieces are still a pain in the bud.
Awesome, Christian. Well, I think that's it for this episode. A couple of takeaways that I love. Scaling up is really important because it means you're growing.
And I could have said but I don't know why I said bud.
You can say that.
I know, I'm just trying to feel the younger viewers out there. Trying to be.
Just to let you know, he has been touching me all series long.
I read again.
So it's all about not just scaling up where you're growing exponentially, but it's about scaling down and saving money for your CFO.
Absolutely.
Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. WTF, we're out, Christian.
Thank you.